Very good afternoon, Ananda. I am Ramesh, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Aerospace Engineering at National College of Technology. Today, we are going to discuss on a topic called to find shear flow as well as shear center on a thin walled section. Here, a problem is given. It is given as a channel section. So, thin walled open section called as say A, B, C, D. So it is a open wall, thin walled channel section. So the dimensions are given. So the bottom flange of 8 cm and the vertical web of 12 cm. As well as there are 4 booms of area 2 cm square at A, boom B at 1 cm square area, as well as at C it is 1.5 cm square, and at D it is 1.5 cm square area. That is the booms area. Now it is being given that the shear load is acting a point where the shear center, the shear load is equal to 10 kN. So accordingly, what about the thing is to be asked is to find the shear flow at each and every segment from A to B, B to C, C to D. That shear flow we have to find out. Then shear center, how to find. Here we are not going to solve the whole total problem. How to approach the problem to find the asked thing. So first, let's take the area at all points given A, B, C, D. Okay. So we know that this 2 cm square area. Okay. So area is 2 cm square. Then the B is 1 cm square. Sorry. So area at A equal to 2 cm square. Here it is 1 cm square. And this is a 1.5 cm square, and D it is 1.5 cm square. This is the area. So by looking on this, whether we have to identify whether it is given as a symmetrical section or asymmetrical section. So definitely it is a symmetrical section with respect to the given geometry, the given cross section. Let's have a half of the horizontal one here. Okay, so top and bottom both will be same. By looking at that, it is symmetrical with respect to x-axis. But by looking at the area of the boom at each and every point, you look on it. Here 2 cm square, here 1 cm square. But here, instead of 2 cm square, it is 1.5 cm square, it is 1.5 cm square. So totally different. So the area wise, everything is totally changing. So it is not symmetrical section, it is unsymmetrical section. Okay. So how to solve the thing? So first of all, the shear flow. Shear flow can be defined as it is V by I into Q. Okay. Where small q refers to the shear flow and V is shear load acting on that. As well as I is the moment of inertia and Q is called first moment of area. Okay, so Q is the first moment of area. So how to find? It's nothing but A into X or A into Y. Then this is called the first moment of area. And we know that this I is moment of inertia. Otherwise called it is second moment of area. This is first moment of area. This is second moment of area. Otherwise called as the moment of inertia. So we can say that it is AY square or AX square. So depending on the axis, which formula we are going to use, that's matter. Okay. And the value V is given. Otherwise we can assume. Accordingly we can find the shear flow. Okay. So this is the basic fundamental formula. So let's have a derivation. Okay, let's have a tabulation. The tabulation is something that let's take boom. Okay, that means point A, point B, point C, point D. Again, we can have that A, B, C, D. Okay, for that, so for that we are having area. First of all, we should know what is area. What is the value of x? What is the value of y? Then what is the value of x square, y square, and then xy. Like that you can method. Here you can say this ax square, let's take ay square, this is axy. Why I am saying this ax square, ay square, ax square? I am saying, okay. So we all know that the area of the booms are given. Okay, this is 2, 1, 1.5. So we can say it is being given, and this xy value to be found out with respect to reference axis. And moreover, this derivation to be taken into account from the central axis, from the CG axis. This derivation to be from CG axis. So CG means center of gravity, or here if it is a two-dimensional one, we can say it is a centroid. How to find the centroid? So we can say the centroid is something like x bar to y bar. So sigma ax by sigma a, like that you can apply. As well as y bar. So sigma ay by sigma a. This is the, after finding this x bar y bar, you project. Okay, how to find x? This is x. Yeah, that means you can have a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 plus a3 x4, a4 x4. Like that you can have. So this x1, x2, x3 depends. One thing I am telling. So let's take the axis, the function axis from this point. Okay. So from this point, I can take the xy difference variable for a. So what about the x value? So this is 8 cm. So x equal to 8 here. And what about b? It is 0. At the c, it is also same, x equal to 0. As well as at d, it is 8. Like that y value at a, it is equal to 12. As well as at b also it is 12. And c, y value is 0, c also 0. Okay. So accordingly, we are getting the x value and y value at each and every point. This is where the booms are placed. Okay. From the reference point we are taking. After finding that, you can substitute value. Okay. This is a. So a into x square and a into y square, then a into axy. That value you can find out all the things. Okay. Finding all the things, we can have that the moment of inertia Ixx, that is equal to sigma ay square. So after finding this, this is sigma ay square. Sum of all things will be equal to Ixx. Iyy equal to sigma ax square. Then Ixy, that is equal to sigma axy. So accordingly you can find. Okay, accordingly you can find the sum of all these three will be equal to the moment of inertia, where Ixx, Iyy, Ixy. We can find out through the CG axis. Okay. After finding that, we can go for the shear flow calculation. Shear flow calculation we can have it. Now, Q is equal to V by I into A y. That is, Q is nothing but A into y times y bar. This y should be from the tabulation. Okay, should be from the tabulation. How to find? First, we can say QAB. Okay, so this distance, okay, we know that B equal to 10 to 10. Okay, 10 into 10 power 3, you can substitute the I value, but Ixx, so this is known value only, and area. So what is the area? So since here the thing is to be concentrated on that, QAB means the first refers the thing at which boom we have to consider. Okay, so here the point A to be considered. So Q means this area, this point to be considered. So 2 into Y. So for A, what's the value of Y? It is given. According to consider. Okay. After that, you can get the value. After finding the value, QAB can find out. Then QBC can go for. QBC means this is the segment, but you have to already get a certain amount of shear flow. So that value have to be added. So it's nothing but QAB plus QAB is nothing but the found out value. Then we apply the other things. V by I into A into Y. So V by I means the same thing. 10 into 10 power 3 divided by Ixx into area into Y value. Here this area and Y, which point you have to take? Here it is BC. The first letter is B. So for B, you just refer from the table, find out K into Y. Okay. Accordingly, you can get the value of QBC. And QC means same thing. You have to add QBC plus V by I into A into Y. So like that you have to get the value. So finally you can get QAB, QBC, QCB. Or finally is you can get a value from certain amount. Like that you can get the value. Okay. So this height refers to the value. If it is let's take some 150 Newton per mm. Okay, this height refers to the same way here it is 100 Newton per mm. Let's say here it is 125 Newton per mm. If it is that, you can see. But the shear flow from where it goes, that is matter. Whether it goes from this direction or this direction. With respect to the value, if this 150 Newton per mm is positive means you should travel in the clockwise from AB. So AB means if the direction is this towards this direction, so it is anti-clockwise. If it is anti-clockwise means then the value must be negative. Let's take this value is negative value, then the direction will be towards like this. Okay, so that this will go like this anti-clockwise, so the value must be negative. And let's take QBC if it is positive value. If it is positive value means the direction will be, it should be go. So the direction will be like this. So then go and BC, okay? The like rotation of clockwise. As well as CD, okay? CD can put whether the value is positive or negative. Let us take it is negative value. Negative value means it will be like this. So anti-clockwise line. So like you can find the few values, the shear flow, okay, at each and every segment for the given case. Or finally you can go for the shear center. Shear center to be found out how a comparative to EPC is there. So shear load into a particular distance. The particular distance is called shear center. That is equal to Q into R bending moment. Okay, bending moment due to shear force. Okay, so shear force into a particular distance. That particular distance is the shear center. That is equal to the bending moment due to the shear flow. Bending moment due to the shear flow means shear flow is here 150 Newton per mm. Here it is 100. Here it is 125. Take the current sign convention also. Okay. Then you take a particular point. Let's take a particular point as C. So about the point you can find the bending moment. Then you can get the value of E value, because here E is the only unknown value. We can get the value. Okay, so like that you can go for the procedure to calculate the shear center for the given problem to find out all shear folder is as well as shear center. We will see in the next class with another problem. Thank you.